Today, I want to talk about something I don't see many people talking about. The part of our 20s that isn't all glow ups, travel reels, and having or living our best lives. You know, the stuff we scroll past every day or almost every day on socials, the aesthetic 20s. Nice name, right? But honestly, most of us find ourselves in that middle ground or that weird middle ground, and nobody really talks about it. Like, we feel grown, right? We have some bills that we may be paying for ourselves, maybe buying our monthly data ourselves, subscribing to maybe any streaming movie platforms and whatnot. Or maybe we have a job, we are an entrepreneur just like myself, or we are making decisions or some decisions by ourselves, but we are not fully independent yet. Maybe we still find ourselves running to family for financial aid, support, or we still find ourselves living with relatives or our families up till now, even when we thought we wouldn't be there. To be honest, that makes feels confusing, like you are adulting, but not all the way. It makes you question if you are doing something wrong. Then there's also this quiet pressure that comes. Maybe you want stability, maybe you want your own space, some kind of plans that you've had for yourselves, but you are still building. You've not gotten there yet. You are still building. You are still trying to figure out what even pays enough for you to get that dream life or that lifestyle that you want, or what you can even do long term. You're still trying to figure those things out. Maybe you don't have a job at the moment, but you know that you want a stable source of income. You want financial stability, mental stability, spiritual stability, and all that. You want everything figured out. You have plans for it, but you are still building and not there yet. It almost feels like you are running, but the finish line is moving. The way you are running to the finish line is moving. And let me give an instance. Maybe as a hairstylist that I am now, I want to get a sewing machine to start wigging or making custom wigs with a sewing machine. I get the sewing machine. I've gotten to that line, that finish line. But the finish line moves again because I've gotten the machine. Now I still need to pay for a course to be able to use that machine. And then I take the course. The finish line still moves again. I need to still practice to learn how to use the machine properly and use it right. When I do that, the finish line still moves again. And the finish line just keeps moving. That is what I mean. So I just needed to give that, that instance so that you get where I'm coming from. And maybe it is just you watching your peers or your friends that you've grown up with. Maybe you've seen them making their big moves. Maybe they've gotten their dream job, their dream houses, their dream cars. And I would say from my parents, or at a certain age, you see that your parents are getting married, or we see some others are still in school, maybe getting their master degrees abroad, maybe in Canada, in London. We just see that this person don't has gone overseas to go for their masters, and maybe they are changing jobs. People are maybe they are here, they after this good job, they got another good job. From one good job to the other, they're just switching jobs just like that. It comes so easy and sweet for them. We see their highlights, we hear the stories. When you're close to them, you hear directly, and then you wonder to yourself, why is our timeline so different? But just like I said in the last post that I made, all fingers are not equal. That's why our timelines are different. But yes, we all still want, like, must it be that some people are just moving way forward while some are just way behind? Why can't everybody just be together? Why? Why must we all be different? We wonder all that to ourselves. But really, you just come to that understanding that everyone is just on their own messy paths. Those people that you think, or you've seen their highlights, you've seen things, you've heard from them that they've done this or done that. Those behind the scene things that they've done to get to that extent, you've not done it, but they have done it. So everybody's literally on their own messy path to achieving the dream life that they've envisioned for themselves, just as you are on your own messy path. So it's the same thing for you and me. We are all on our own messy path trying to get to that phase or that position that we've envisioned for ourselves. Also, I think the biggest thing nobody really says is that you see that confusion, that oh my god, what is next, what am I going to do now? You see that confusion. It is normal. It is absolutely normal. You don't have to have everything figured out. You don't. It is normal. Okay, you are not behind. You are not failing. You are in the thick of becoming the person that you've envisioned for yourself. That woman, that man that you've envisioned for yourself. You are in the thick of becoming that person. We may see people online talking about in your 20s, you're supposed to have this, you're supposed to have achieved this. When you're 25, da 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 da, have this accomplished, have this done. If you've not done this, mute those voices. Mute it, okay? Your 20s is not supposed to be all polished. Yes, we know that there are people that have it all polished, but like we hear people say or popularly say, our 20s is for we to discover ourselves, okay? To find ourselves, find our footing. It's a time for you to fail, fall, stand up, pick up yourself again, learn a lesson, and just keep moving. It's that time. It's that time for us. The time to adjust, the time to learn new things about ourselves, the time for us to know what works for us and what doesn't work for us. It is just that time. It doesn't have to be polished. It doesn't have to be aesthetic, even if we all want it to be so. But yes, it doesn't have to be aesthetic. You see, when we see people that are accomplished, maybe entrepreneurs or businessmen, people who have companies that are established, if you hear their stories, you see that they started not just with that business that they grew or blew with, but they started something, they failed. They started again, another thing. They failed before they found what works for them and they grew with that. So it's your time to fall. But when you fall, don't remain there. Dust yourself and keep moving. It's that time. Learn lessons, stand up, and move. Okay? So for those who stay up late wondering, what now? What next? I hope you know that you can give yourself grace and space. Okay? You don't have to have everything figured out. It doesn't mean that you should not be lazy and say, you don't have to have everything figured out. Let me relax. No, there's no food for lazy man. There's no food for lazy man. But yes, give yourself grace and space to learn, to fail, to adjust, and find out what works for you. So if you are sitting there feeling that weird in between, you are not alone. I'm sending you the warmest virtual hugs, and I hope you can feel it. Okay, you are not alone. We are all here. In this, we are a lot. Just that people don't speak about it. We are here. You are not alone. You are not the only one that does not have an aesthetic 20s. Okay? So here's a question for you. What part of your 20s has surprised you the most? It could be anything. Maybe the loneliness you feel, loss of friendships, just regular things that have been in your mind of late. You can share it in the comment section. I'm always reading, I'm always responding, I'm always there. And there's somebody else who may be going through the specific thing that you are going through. You may be just encouraging that person as well. So please feel free to drop it in the comments. We are all together. We are in this together. Okay? So let's see you. Let's know you. Thank you for hanging out with me today and listening to my chats. And I hope that you got a thing or two from this. It was not just me talking or, you got a thing or two from this content today. And I hope it blessed you. So yes, if you're just seeing me for the first time, hi, my name is Bri Wanzi. Yes. So please do not forget to subscribe to this channel, leave a like, share to somebody that you feel is also not in their aesthetic 20s and find yourself in the weird between. Okay, so yes, send it to them. It can be something they need to encourage them or just something they need to hear. So feel free to share it to that person. Okay, and I'll see you when next I post right here on YouTube. Feel free to check out this other content. I'll see you there. Bye.